If I had to start trading again from absolutely zero, right? My whole like basically career, my whole trading experience gets wiped away. How would I start doing it again, right? No money, no accounts, nothing. This is exactly how I would go about it. Now, I'm not gonna say what sounds good on paper, all right? This is the real step-by-step path I'd follow, knowing everything I know now, if all my knowledge was put away, right? So first thing, I go all in on learning smart money concepts and ICT, right? No random indicators, no strategy off YouTube, pure market structure. I would learn how to use affect the market. I would learn everything there is to know about the chart. And I'd spend the first few months just trying to understand how price moves, right? Liquidity, breaker structure, displacement, rebalancing, equilibrium, all that good stuff. SMT between diverging assets. Maybe I'd look at a few pairs. You can't trade something that you don't understand. So that's where I'd start, right? No trading yet, just study, watch price live, and try to predict what'll happen before it happens. Now, I always say you need to react when you're trading, which is true, but when you're first starting and you're trying to form biases that will actually hold through, you kind of need to predict the price a little bit. And then when you enter is when you react, right? So, that being said, once I've got all the basics down and kind of understand some general understanding of the charts, I'd backtest like crazy, right? I'd backtest, I'd forward test. Backtesting is going back in time and like on an app, whatever, like FX Replay, and just backtesting, right? From there, you're taking your chart, you're taking your trades, you're doing your stuff. Forward testing is watching the price action right now, putting your little thing on the chart like I have right here on ES, where it's the red and green square, which is the trade, and just being like, okay, let's say I'm entering this. And then you just watch price develop and you kind of try to react to it. You're not in the trade, you're forward testing the trade, right? Back testing and forward testing is kind of how you build your confidence, right? Not winning trades, because when you lose is when you really learn. So replay sessions every day basically and mark up the charts and do your stuff, track your results, journal like crazy. Start getting used to journaling is the most important or aspect of trading that's being overlooked. And then I will most likely move to demo, and I try to prove that I'm at least profitable for 2 to 3 months. I'm not saying like straight, because obviously market conditions change, but at least 2 to 3 months of good profitability on demo, right? The goal is not to make fake money. The goal is to prove to yourself, or to myself, I should say, that I'm consistent and profitable over time, right? Not just like a week or something. Once I've kind of proven profitability on demo, meaning I can take clean setups, I can manage my risk, I can actually follow my rules, I can journal after, I understand why I did this, I formed my bias and it actually respected it. Then I buy a funded eval, right? The goal here is not to pass fast. Okay, you pass fast evals when you're set. When you buy your eval, the goal is to trade it like a real account from day one. Once I pass and I get that first payout, that's when I know I've built something solid here. Okay. So basically, what I'm saying is, if you're buying your first eval, please, oh please, don't go full porting it. This will only lead to bad habits. Trade it like you would normally trade, and then if you're profitable, you should pass it at some point, right? So once you've passed and you've established that you can follow your rules, then you can start maybe risking a little heavier on evals because you already have fundeds in the bag, right? So after that first payout, I'd reinvest it, right? Buy more evals, maybe stack 2 or 3 small accounts. Every payout kind of gets recycled until I can fund my own live account, and that way I'm scaling without risking my capital, right? Once I'm established, basically, I'd always keep 3 accounts running. One eval to kind of stay sharp, take maybe setups you're a little less confident in, size a bit more heavy in uncertain times, do stuff like that. One funded for consistent payouts, minimum. You can have multiple funded, but one funded minimum you need to keep. And one live account to compound long term, right? Later, I'd add a swing account too to that, where you can swing trade, you can do stuff like that. Something for higher time frames, bigger move, longer trades, right? And just kind of diversifying your income a little bit. So again, you have a funded or an eval where you can trade basically every trade you take. You have a funded for consistent payout, or multiple fundeds, that's fine too. You have one live account where you're compounding the money that you basically don't need. So that account is only A plus setups. It's scaling up over time, and whatever you kind of make from your funders that you don't need, you can funnel it into that too. And a swing account as well, that you can take a small portion of your live account, put into a swing account, and also have that going for you, right? So you're flowing from eval to funded to live to swing. Now you have 4 accounts that you're trading. You actually built a business. You have multiple streams of income coming in, and that's just from trading alone, right? And a realistic time frame for this is probably, if I was to start from nothing, 1 to 2 years. I would say 2 years, but 2 years to make $10,000 a month is really, really good. Okay, and you have no student debt, no student loans, you don't have none of that. You're just trading and making your money, and then you're free to go on about your day, and you just work basically an hour and a half during the day. So again, every payout from the funded account, what you don't need goes straight into your live account. And that is how you grow real capital. And you don't buy a car, you don't necessarily have to go on vacation until you've built your business. Focus on it, because I'm telling you, trading is unforgiving. If you fuck up, or if you do anything kind of only thinking about yourself and not your business, it's gonna start going downhill. You don't want to buy that fucking Gucci bag, that Hermes bag. Keep it to yourself, work on yourself, and from there move on into the world. Okay, the funded account gives you leverage as well, and the live account gives you freedom, right? So you keep compounding the live one, you take payouts from the other, and you basically built your own trading ecosystem, right? So yeah, that's basically how I start from scratch today. No shortcuts, no hype, no get rich fast, none of that, right? Just real stuff, back test, prove to yourself that you're profitable, then scale properly with the right risk management. If you want to learn smart money concepts the right way, check out my Smart Money Academy on YouTube. I also have a bunch of videos here you can look at to learn trading. Join the Discord as well. It's free. You can watch me trade live every morning. You can ask questions and stuff, and I'll answer everything. I also have the mentorship, but I'm not gonna kind of put that forward here because I'm really not about the money. But if you want to look into it, join the Discord and ask me about it. I'll tell you. Yeah, so that's basically it, guys. Again, if you need to start from scratch, please, oh please, do it smartly. And if you started a little bit on the wrong foot, because a lot of people, even me included, I've been training for 6+ years and I started on the wrong foot. If you need to readjust yourself, just act like you're training from scratch. Just follow this video to the T, and I'm telling you, faster than you think, you're going to be making a lot of money. And yeah, guys, I love you guys. Catch you guys later. Peace.